Toronto area, a cop put time by asking too many questions. So the judge dismissed the case and ruled that breathalyzers should happen in under 10 minutes. Avi Levy is the lawyer and founder of Ticket911, a firm which represents clients charged with traffic violations. Good morning, Avi.
Good morning. How are you?
Yeah, I'm confused about this story because it seems like because the cop took 10 or 11 minutes.
And forthwith pretty much means as soon as possible. And the cases over time have established that to be roughly, like in this case, about 10, 11 minutes, they're saying is too long. Back in the day, years ago, I would say, when we started doing this, the delay was roughly about 30 minutes. And then as time progressed and as technology got better, the judges were saying, listen, with the advent of cell phones and communication and everything else, it shouldn't take 30 minutes or more to administer a test. It should be done within minutes. They should have the breathalyzer in the car, and basically as soon as you place somebody under arrest, you've got to do the test within got to be forthwith.
How much of a difference is?
It's an infringement of your rights, and the problem is the longer you wait, the longer they're infringing on your rights, and it's a right that's protected by the charter, so the court protects that right.
So could this kind of thing happen in Quebec, and does it?
Absolutely, absolutely. We've had a case where in the past where the delay was 30 minutes and it was thrown out by the judge, and we've seen other cases and have since seen other cases and filed other cases for 15 minutes, 16 minutes, 18 minutes. I mean, yes, this is common.
Okay, so how does it work? If I know at a roadside test they would probably have a breathalyzer there, but do police, as a course of regular course of action, have breathalyzers in their cars?
Usually they have smaller units which are called ADAs, which basically let them know if you pass or fail the test. If you fail that test, then they bring you into the station for a full-on test with an exact reading. But the initial test is a pass or fail result.
Okay, I was speaking with Avi Levy, who's with Ticket911, a firm which represents clients charged with traffic violations. So just to clarify this for me, my understanding is that it doesn't matter what actually the breathalyzer reads, doesn't matter. They can still charge you with impaired driving if it's their judgment that you're somehow impaired. Is that right or wrong?
That's correct. That's a different charge. That would be the charge of impaired driving, and the current charge we're talking about is driving with over the legal limit of 0.08.
Okay, so those are two separate charges.
Two separate charges,
okay.
Yeah. For the second one, for the one that you just brought up, they don't need a reading. Symptoms are sufficient.
Right, and what are the what are the penalties? Are the penalties a lot more for drunk driving than they are for impaired driving?
They're very similar. I mean, in one case you have a suspension. Well, I mean, they're very similar. They're both criminal records, and in one case you would have a suspension of 1 year, and depending if you had a refusal, the suspension can go up to 3 years if you refuse to blow.
Okay, but normally you would lose your license for a year.
Normally you would lose your license for a period of 1 year, and you would have a criminal record.
Okay,
Know about it. So usually what they do is they try to conduct the test in the legal limits, the legal delay, which is good. That's the way it should be.
Yeah,
if they have you in for some amount of time, then the police could have.
The man was
very important technicality. It's a human right and freedom, and if that's from the point of view that he was drunk, saying they violated his human rights, his basic rights, they could have administered the test much sooner. If you read the facts, a lot of it depends on the fact.
Right.
It's not just simply to say, oh, it's been 10 minutes, the case is getting thrown out.
Okay, I'm just curious though. Like, say the accident that he caused would have killed somebody. What then? Would he still have gotten off on this, or would there have been a difference?
Did he have it in the legal delay? If he did, then he's okay. If he didn't, then he's not okay. No matter what the end result turns out to be.
Hey, thanks for your time, Avi. Appreciate it.
Anytime, my pleasure. Have a great day.
Avi Levy is a lawyer and founder of Ticket911.